With the growing need to prove identity quickly and reliably, DNA technology is increasingly being used in a range of applications, including forensic analysis, immigration and food safety. Cellmark, part of Orchid Biosciences, specializes in developing innovative technology solutions and delivering quality-accredited DNA testing services.
Orchid Cellmark is a DNA technology company. We're involved in developing different genetic tests and introducing and providing genetic testing services to address a range of different problems faced by governments, companies, and international agencies.
The British government has been using DNA technology for over a decade to confirm relationships claimed in immigration and asylum applications.
Because everybody's DNA is unique, it can be used to perform DNA analysis to establish relationships between individuals.
A number of governments are now introducing DNA technology into their immigration programs because what it allows them to do is to be able to prove identity by confirming whether or not they are related to particular family members. Now, this sort of relationship analysis can often be quite complex because here we are asked to prove whether or not individuals are related to each other when we may not have all the family members, and some of the relationships may be fairly distant. So it requires some complex analysis and the use of a range of different technology approaches to be able to provide definitive answers as to whether or not people are related to each other.
Okay, so I'm just going to pop this mouse swab into your mouth. Okay, so the sample procedure is just a simple mouth swab. The swab is transported securely here and then it's logged on to our sample tracking system. State-of-the-art technology is used to actually process that sample, and then the sample comes through and appears as a series of peaks onto the computer, and we analyse that, and then from that we can test the individuals for their relationships in a case. We apply different statistical techniques and we can gain an understanding of the most likely relationship between individuals in the case by looking at their DNA profiles. The results can be produced within a few days.
Orchid Cellmark has been awarded exclusive contracts to provide DNA testing services to the British Foreign and Commonwealth Office, the Norwegian Immigration Department and the New Zealand Government. DNA analysis is perhaps best known for its use in forensic investigation. With the chance of a random profile match at less than 1 in a billion, it can provide extremely powerful intelligence. Development is enabling faster and more sensitive analysis.
We provide DNA testing services to police forces in the United States and in the UK and are at the leading edge of DNA technology development. Following the terrorist attack on the World Trade Centers in 2001, we were commissioned to develop a new range of DNA tests that allow us to look specifically at smaller samples and badly damaged samples so that we can provide DNA identification information where conventional technologies have previously failed.
We receive all sorts of items from the police. They recover items from the crime scene, and those can include swabs of blood, drinks cans, cigarette ends, clothing, weapons, all those sorts of items. Anything can be analysed for DNA that contains cellular material. So for example, from a cigarette end, there's remnants of saliva on the end of the cigarette end, and that can be extracted off the cigarette end and analysed to see who smoked that cigarette. The less DNA there is on a sample, the more difficult it is to obtain a DNA profile from it. And we're investigating methods to increase the sensitivity of the DNA profiling that we currently use in casework.
We are constantly evolving the use of DNA technology and finding new applications. We have grown our services quite considerably over the last few years, and we're very confident that we have the people and the expertise to continue to be leaders in this field.